In this lesson, you're going to learn how to use automatic text features. The first thing we're going to talk about is how to insert date and time fields, and then we're going to talk about a feature that's built into OpenOffice called autocorrect. One of the nice things that a word processor can do, whether it's OpenOffice or even the Microsoft products, is the ability to insert a date and time automatically for you based on the time that the computer has kept. So if the time for your computer is wrong, then obviously the time that the word processor inserts is going to be wrong as well. To insert date and time, we go to Insert and then Fields, and we have a flyout menu here. And you can see we have a couple of choices here, and the first choice that we have is the date. And you'll see that automatically sticks in today's date, which is October 6th, 2009. Now, what if we wanted to change the way that particular field looked? We didn't want it to be, we wanted it to say October 6th, 2009. Well, I could right-click that field, and I could go to Fields, and it brings up a dialog box. And the first thing I want to talk about is this middle column where it says select, and it's got date fixed, or it has date. Fixed means that once you stick the date into the document, it'll never change. If I open this document up 4 days from now, it'll still say October 6th. If I change it to the second option, which is just date, every time the document opens, it looks to the computer for the current date and sticks the current date in. So if I open this document up tomorrow, the date would say October 7th, 2009. Okay, so we're going to keep it as fixed for right now. And you can see over here then I have some formatting changes. So if I wanted it to have the entire month name, October 6th, 2009, I could select this option. And they use December 31st as just a example. Right? So I click OK. And you see that it takes my field and it gives it its new format. Notice that a field is also gray. It's a great way to be able to tell whether or not it's field or just regular text. Okay? If I hit the enter key a couple times, I can do the same thing for time. I can go to Fields, I can click on time. Once again, you see that it gives me minutes, or hours, minutes, seconds, and AM or PM. If I right click that, I can go to Fields and I can select a more traditional time like this without the seconds, and I can format it in that manner as well. You'll see that the time too could be static or fixed, meaning that it's never changing, or we could have it be that every time we open up the document, the time would update itself. The second thing that we're going to take a look at is a feature called autocorrect. And autocorrect is nice because it takes certain commonly mistyped or misspelled words and it corrects it for you. Also does things like if you forget to capitalize the first word of the sentence, it'll do that. So if I type THE, you'll notice that it automatically corrects my misspelling and puts the in for the word. I can also do some special characters. For instance, what if I wanted an arrow pointing right? I could do dash dash, the greater than symbol. As soon as I hit the space bar, it autocorrects that and changes it to an arrow pointing to the right. What if you wanted to program, let's say that there was a word that you always mistyped but the word processor doesn't automatically pick it up for you. Well, you can actually set your own autocorrects in here. Okay? If I go to Tools and then Autocorrect, what it does is it opens up a dialog box, and you'll see here are all the current autocorrects that are in the system. Okay, now I could actually add my own here. So I'm going to click in the box here and I'm going to say NLSD. And we're going to replace that with Northern Lebanon School District. And I click the new button and I click OK. Now if I come down into my document, if I type NLSD, I hit the space bar, it will automatically correct it. take those characters and make them into Northern Lebanon School District. So you can use it as a quick feature where you can program it that certain characters will automatically expand into a word, or if there's a word that you commonly mistype, you can program that in so that every time you mistype that word, it will fix it up for you. Okay? If I wanted to get rid of that entry, I could go to Table or Tools, Autocorrect, and I could look for my NLSD in the list. If I click in the list, there's my entry. Select it, press delete, click OK. I now get rid of it. So now if I do my final test, if I do NLSD space, no longer autocorrects.